Hello, my name is Sunnnie, and today I am going to be giving you a tour of my sketchbook. This is sketchbook number 3, and it is not finished. This is gonna be like a little part, it's gonna be in parts, so the next video I'll have more pages. I am not gonna make this a full sketchbook tour because my sketchbook tours tend to get pretty long, like up to an hour. So this one will probably be only around 20 minutes or so, or it'll be definitely under an hour. So here's what the front looks like. I already showed you the spine, but I'll show you it again. And here is the back. So I do not have a welcome page yet. I still have to make that. Here are the first 2 pages. This is my OC Sunnnie and Aiden. And Sunnnie and Luna. They're like in a school background, and this one, I have really no idea. Here's a sketchbook page I made at school. Not the best. Really big poof right here. That's one thing I wish I could change about, the page. I also made this in school. Not the best, but it's okay. Here's what I looked like at the time of the page. Here's younger me. I used to always wear this Elsa dress. And yeah, that's what I used to look like. Almost exactly. And then here's a Pokemon card I taped in. Here's someone's OC I drew. It was an art trick. Here's a page a bunch of my friends drew on at a sleepover. I also drew on it too, like right here, right here, right here. You can take a pretty good look at it if you want. Here's just something I made with a bunch of paint markers. Yeah, random. It's supposed to be like space or something. And then here's something random also, just a bunch of doodles. Here's a clock, and I duct taped this because it was breaking, and here's a clock, and a bunch of other, doodles. Here's what I drew Michael from Five Nights at Freddy's in the corpse form, and I made this little mask that you can, move. And a bunch of stickers. Here's Ennard, also from Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, it's holding an alien cat. Hold on till May. Oh, it was May 1st. Pierce the Veil reference. Here's Mark and Nathaniel from Miraculous. This was, I think I drew this the day the episode came out on a Miraculous website where they have the season 6 episodes. Yeah, like it. I really like this page. I also sprayed perfume on it. Well, not really perfume, it was cologne, and it left this smell that actually might smell bad to you, but I think it, oh my god, I think it actually smells pretty good to me. Here's concept ideas for my OC, Elliot. He's a robot. His mom killed him, and he started possessing a robot. Yeah, just concept. He's 13 to 15 years old, around that age. And here's more concept ideas. And more concept ideas. This is his friend that's gonna be I found this on the floor on my lunch table, around my lunch table. I think one of my friends drew it. I really like this. Here's Elliot and Sammy, the OCs I was talking about earlier and drew earlier. It flips down. You can see right here kind of that I had a doodle on the back and I cut it out because I didn't like it. And then here's Sammy reading a book. This is Are You Gay? And then Sammy and Elliot together. Little Polaroid photos. Here's 007 and 7 and Cool Kid. It's Forsaken. And then here's Blue Dude. And then just like printed out pictures. And then he's like saying, what did I tell you about the pizza place? Because you know he burned it down. And here's a little pencil like spread. Like, you know the one video, 55 burgers, 55 fries, blah 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 blah. That's what Cool Kid's saying to Elliot. And Elliot's saying like, I swear to God, not this kid again. Get it? Because Cool Kid hacked the pizza place. And then more like lore for Elliot. I'm just gonna try to figure everything out. And then Sammy trying to figure him out. He's around like 15 to 16. Here's a page my friend worked on in ELA class. Her name's Sophia. Pretty cool. Butterfly. And then here is Elliot again. I really love Elliot. One of my favorite OCs. Here's just like a big scrap page. Here's an alien. It's like glow in the dark for a ceiling. I got it at Spencer's. And then here is a broken spawn from Let Him Go. It's like a movable puppet guy. You know. I just put him right here. And then just a bunch of random doodles, stickers. I think from Main Event. Here's Elliot and Sammy again, with like lyrics. And Me Found 4 and Me Found 4S. Lots of object show doodles. Here's like doodle page again. Here's me and my girlfriend, little partner. Yeah. And then I made a video about this page. I'm actually gonna switch that to right here. And my friend made a sketchbook page. Right here, my other friend made a page too. A lot of my friends love drawing in my sketchbook. Here's more doodle pages. I drew this on the last day of school. There's another flip side to it. It's Elliot. And then my OC Star Stride. Here's Cool Kid. Here's Two Time. I'm very proud of this page. Looks really cool. And the swirled stuff. And I really love how this page just turned out overall. Super cool. Here's just like a little sky and, you know, heaven and hell thing. I don't know, just thought of it, and I did it. Here's my hair dye plan. I actually didn't get it dyed like this. I got it similar, but not exact. But yeah. And then here's something I just did with some paint. Some leftover paint from this page. And then Posca paint markers. Here's an OC. Here's some OCs I have. They don't really have names yet. So I need names for them. They're like gay though. And here's Sunnnie and Aiden. Yeah, with paint marker. I'm sorry, my friends are texting me if you can hear that. I really like this page too. I used a Gacha Life background. I used a Gacha Life background for reference. Here's Psyche K. Psyche Kuso. And like paint. All paint markers. And then here's my persona updated. Paint markers, the FDI sticker, and a pressed flower. Taped in, you know, it's cool. Someone's OC that I drew, it was an art trade. And then just a bunch of paint. And I put paper clips here to hide the pages that were only pencil because I went on vacation and I was drawing. Here's my OC. I don't have a name for her yet. Here's like Cool Kid and like Pretty Princess, Blue Dude, and Cool Kid. Here's Elliot and Sammy. Here's my OC Puro. Sorry, I'm going through this fast. Here's Spiral. And then here's With the Miraculous. I love how I drew myself right here. And then me, the, Black Cat Miraculous. Not as cute as this one. Here's me and Elliot. And then here is my bat Sona. Kind of like a fursona. Yeah, it's my fursona. It's a little bat guy. It's cool. And then my little brother was drawing his awesome artwork. Here's his version of Me Phone 4S, his version of Clock, his version of 4, and just a bunch of other stuff. And then I drew Elliot and he drew Elliot. He's 5 years old, by the way. And then underneath here, he drew more object show things. And he drew Elliot again. More of his beautiful artwork. Let's paperclip that back together. Okay. Here's like this is like Meditrace. Or yeah, I like got severely dehydrated at Disney, and I was like hunched over, and I didn't know what was wrong with me. So like the paramedics came, and they put a bunch of these all over me, and to like check my heart and stuff. I don't know. And they put like, I don't know, it was scary. Here's just me trying to figure out something. Here is my favorite page of all time. It is so colorful. It's what I looked like in my dream. I had like, obsession really quick. I had a dream where I was like able to shapeshift in like an enclosed space with a bunch of other people. And this is what I shapeshifted into, I guess. Named Jasper. Here's just another junk journal page where you just put a bunch of stickers and doodles. My friend asked me to draw Dr. Horrible, so I drew him. Here's Clock. This is a taped in page, by the way. This is not the actual paper. And then here's Sunnnie. Last page for the sketchbook tour. Here is Michael. He is looking pretty cool, if I do say so myself. I had a crush. I was like, this page made me so mad. I started off with a sketch, and then I did line art, and then I took a picture of it and flipped it around, and it was lopsided. So I covered the entire thing with paint, and then it was also lopsided, and I just did it over and over until it looked good. Yeah. Now it's very symmetrical. Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's flip to the back. I put a bunch of things in this back section. Here is the receipt for my chest binder. Here's like a fortune teller fish. Here's a sticker someone gave me. Here's a sticker I found. More stickers. My friend Jackson told me I was a midget, so he stuck a stick note on me that says midget alert. Like, okay. A cat that my little brother drew. Sketchbook. Duct tape. And when I started the sketchbook. Here's a note the popular girls at school wrote, and they put it in a bunch of people's lockers. But it turns out that they were like just joking around, and there was never a party. There was never food included. And they got in trouble. Sticker, Pez, a t-shirt, my drama club, what's it called? Where you audition, and I wrote my audition out and I spoke it. Some stickers. And over here is Sonic's house. I made this like 2 years ago. Here's Sonic. And then there's a ring in here. And then a journey sticker. That is it. Super short sketchbook tour. I know. I will make the next part when I finish around this many pages or more. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I don't really know what else to say. What do people say in YouTube videos? Come back for more videos or something. I don't really know. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one if you watch any more videos. Bye!